is an honor to be here with you today, and very impressed with the organization here and what you're doing to honor my great-great-great-great-grandfather, Josiah Heson. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and we spent every other year family reunion in Canada, where we have a lot of relatives still. And so it was a great joy for me to be able to travel across the Detroit Tunnel, or went the Ambassador Bridge, or under the water of the Detroit River in the Detroit Tunnel to Canada to see relatives. And my relatives look like the folks in this room here today. You see a wide variety of folks in the room today. And I remember growing up at some family reunions, I would ask my dad, who is that girl over there? He said, "That's your cousin." I said, "No, I'm talking about the girl with the blonde hair and blue eyes." He said, "That's your cousin." That's your cousin. And so it's eye-opening to understand the legacy of Josiah Heson. And I'm honored to be here with you today. You may saw me approach with a stack of books. I'm a book lover. I'm a fanatic about books, and books are kind of like a blanket of comfort for me. So I brought them here today. But on my way up to the conference, my wife and I drove from Jacksonville, Florida, and we decided, my wife said, you know, it's a 10.5-hour ride, and she doesn't always like my type of music. I don't always care for hers. So she said, "Let's talk." I thought, oh, have mercy. That's a lot of talking. So she said, "Well, tell me about Josiah Heson. Read something out of his book." So I happened to have in my library a couple books. One I picked up at the Uncle Tom's Cabin in Dresden, Ontario, Canada, The Life of Josiah Heson. This is a reprint of his first edition. So we read through that on the way up here, and then we filled in the blanks with an updated edition that he came out with later called Truth Stranger Than Fiction, Father Henson's Story of His Own Life. And it's amazing to see the faith that was in that man's life. I appreciate the video. I really appreciate the video, emphasizing the fact that the term Uncle Tom has come to become derogatory. However, when you study the life and history of Josiah Heson, this man was a forerunner in civil rights, a forerunner in leadership, a forerunner in entrepreneurship. He was a motivator. He was a connector. He loved God and he loved people.